National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight, an NFC North rivalry renewed. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears.
2025 Chicago Bears.
Will Reichert has it all teed up. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
Williams starting with a pass here. And finds Kmet downfield. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's good for a Bears first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Chicago first down.
That's another Bears first down.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
First down, ball at the 36. Staying grounded with Swift. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Going run again with Swift. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Third down, here's Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bears first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
15 more yards. That's good for a Bears first down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Johnson will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf, and that meeting didn't go so well.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. running with Swift out of the gun. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he'll score! Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. DJ Moore, the touchdown! Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Vikings, nothing.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
You know, Kate, that injury robbed us all of what looked like a promising rookie season through the preseason where this kid was on fire. But he's still got a year of learning from head coach Kevin O'Connell. Maybe more importantly, watching Sam Darnold's magical season now. Well, now the ball's in his hands.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Play action, McCarthy. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Motion man right is Jefferson. 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Hits his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Back to the air, McCarthy. As a man, Justin Jefferson. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out from the right hash, about 45 yards out. Reichert connects there, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
That's got to be so frustrating for the running. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Williams on the play action. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
To the air, 3rd and long. They set up the screen here to Swift. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Minnesota all set to go for its 2nd drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Ball at the 33 for first down. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's running for it. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Vikings.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Straight ahead they go with Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At their 48-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. McCarthy to throw it. Thielens got it. Complete. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one and kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But fortunately, the Vikings stay calm. They were able to get to it. Crisis averted. They keep possession.
Recovered by the offense.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. This drive is going to begin with a run by Swift. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Didn't lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Tight end going in motion here. From the 21. Rolling left, buying some time. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down, here's Swift. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Johnson gets it on first and 10. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Williams from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's brought down after a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Off the play fake, Williams. That one connects. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Swift. Will score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears now lead by 10. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. To rock this offense, looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears drive their lead to 11.
Bears 14, Vikings 3.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Ty Chandler to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Vikings taking the field on offense. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Nowhere to go with it, so Higgins throws it away.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. Escapes a defender. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Slot receiver headed left. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's McCarthy to throw. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
He's running with it. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. They'll run here with Jones. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
They'll try and punch it in. The defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. McCarthy throwing here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 4.
14. Vikings 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Devin Duvernay to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. On play action, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now an inside handoff to Swift. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. A draw now, this is Swift. And he drives that ball backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Working from the gun, Williams. He mitigates the damage by falling on it, but still a loss on that play.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, we love to talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Escapes out to the left.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunky yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. McCarthy looking to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Running behind center with Swift. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Williams off the play fake. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Williams on the play action. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Complete right side. Burton has it. And they take him down right along the 30.
It's a gain of 3. brings up 3rd and 2.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Running for it, it's Swift. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's a Chicago first down.
Bears first down.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. And it's the Bears who have 1st and 10. Now here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. The shotgun, a give to Swift. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. They're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
For another Chicago Bears. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Swift. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
That goal line agonizingly close here. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to run with Swift. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bears will add to their lead at the end of the half. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears drive their lead to 11.
Vikings 10.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The Vikings getting one more drive here before the break. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime. Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop by Grady Jarrett.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here's the Minnesota offense headed out to start this third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now McCarthy. Short pass brought in. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what. These tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 42. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to run for it. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
A gain of 15. First down, Minnesota.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Play action, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and long. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
A 41-yard attempt.
Reichard connects there. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time that he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Takes out a one-stop. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Williams from the gun. Wow, wide open here, complete. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a 6-yard gain. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
A humble 5 to 6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Williams. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Williams to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. Back to throw it. Has his man, it's Smythe. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
You want to become quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 24. That's more on the quick slant. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down.
Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Motioning the tight end now. To throw is Williams. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Williams with the sneak. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Bears first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears lead by 14. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears lead by 15 now. As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Jones. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
To T.J. Hawkinson. A gain of 26 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They give to Jones, right side. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. It's a 31-yard play, and that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
1st and 10, here's Jones. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Staying on the ground with Jones. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
He's brought down at the
Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. It's caught, that's Thielen. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
Gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Going with Jones on the ground. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Jones once more. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with. yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings getting back to within one score. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First call here coming from the shotgun. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, here's Swift. Across midfield to the 45. And he's down all the way to the 30. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Escapes the pocket. And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears lead by 14. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. His third total score in this game.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears lead by 15 now.
Bears 35, Vikings 20.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Chandler now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets it. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Thought for a second he might have had the first, but still a little bit of work to do here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. McCarthy on the sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Swift to start the drive. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Staying grounded with Swift. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
They'll bring out the punter here. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They ran him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
It's pretty clear you're trying to find ways to get this player in space, right? That's where he's most dangerous. But the defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came of that one.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That's caught for the first. And he's got them quite the gain here, partners, as he finally is brought to a stop.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Vikings first down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. On play action now, McCarthy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now McCarthy. He's running for it. 16 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Vikings.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Motion man right is Jefferson. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backward. 2nd down coming up.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Looking right, and he finds him. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. McCarthy to throw it. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up. It cost him that catch.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Williams. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And now it's 3rd down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Williams from the gun. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Williams hit, and that ball's out. And the Vikings have recovered.
Well, that was quite a roller coaster ride of momentum. Starts with the QB ripping off a beautiful choke run, and it ends up with the other QB running out after his team forces the critical fumble.
The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Now he'll give up the middle to Jones. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
They bring Thielen in motion right. 2nd and 8. One's to Hawkinson outright. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he will not score, but that does set him off, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best like curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
He's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Here's another for him. This defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. Well, no questioning who won the leverage battle on that snap. They drove them backwards on that sneak.
Yeah, that is about as fast a launch as you're going to see from a defensive line. Almost never see a quarterback sneak go backwards, but that's exactly what this defense just accomplished.
Oh, they'll try and run it in. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Chicago getting set to take the field now. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the
I'm not surprised by that outcome, Kate. You crowd the line defensively by going all out for the safety. You got to be careful you don't wind up giving them an alley, not just to escape the goal line, but for an even bigger chunky yardage.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be stopped just shy of that first down marker at the 22.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. There's a dive up the middle. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. 20-yard gain on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
That's good for a Bears first down.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
They'll come up 1st and 10. A draw down. This is Swift. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice gain. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Going to run again with Swift. And they find them after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Oh, the football's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Oh, boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their lax drive came to an end, too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. Right, they find those ball security culprits, and they take advantage of them. They study that tape, Kate, all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where they can take advantage of it, and they've done it on back-to-back drives.
The Vikings now set to take the field. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. He's running with it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
I love that play. And that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy. On the move, headed right. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. Oh, he's going to run for it. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Yet again, it's Jefferson. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Justin Jefferson. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Vikings facing a 15-point deficit. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Finds a man right side. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Jones. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Vikings can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point try coming. This would importantly make it a 1-score game. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
Makes the score Bears 35, Vikings 27.
So with less than a minute and a half to play, they must recover this onside effort. And it looks like the Bears are able to recover that kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Here come the Bears back out on offense. Their lead's still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we can take one more knee and celebrate.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Minnesota spends its second timeout here. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
41-yard line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. This is Swift. He gets a nice chunk, looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
On 3rd down, here's Johnson. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Important moment as they turn to Cairo Santos. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. It's far enough, but does not get the redirect off the upright. It's no good. And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game.
They tried for the field goal to really eliminate all shadow of a doubt, and instead, well, let's introduce some doubt into the picture and a little energy on the other side, Kate. It's not quite an automatic win still. They're going to have to get focused defensively and make sure they get a stop to clinch this.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Thielens got it. Complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. So the Bears come away with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.